Well, hello and merry meet. It's been quite a while since we have spoken. As you can see, it's still daylight here. Daylight saving time was last weekend. Boo, because I love the nighttime. This is Lady Lisa, your high priestess. Tomorrow is the 17th of March. What is that? That is the new moon. It is the opposite of the full moon. So, if you are gifted, if you're a witch, in any way, shape, or form, get ready for this humongous amount of energy. Now, usually, you can't see the new moon, but it's there. But in any regard, go out there tomorrow night and try to capture a lovely picture of the new moon. And wish upon a star always. So let me get down to why I'm on here. I did a most fabulous video this morning. And without to say, something happened to it. So here I am doing another one. So before I bore you right off the video, here we go. I'm coming on to let you guys know a little information. Again, you do not have to believe me. You do not have to trust me. If you like the video, you can always subscribe, push the little bell so that when I come on, you get a notification. If you like it, definitely a thumbs up. If you don't, you could keep scrolling on by. You don't have to give a thumbs down because you have a thumb. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I don't do that. I don't believe you should give anybody a thumbs down for what they believe in unless they're being really cruel and rude and ignorant towards somebody's beliefs or skin color or something that's really nasty and absurd. But just for doing something like this, you should never give nobody a thumbs down because it may not be something you believe. Excuse me, as I still have an upper respiratory infection going on over a week. So as I jotted a few of these witchy myths down, this is for you newbies and upcoming wonderful souls that are coming into our lovely world of magic. Now, a lot of you are probably on social media, and a lot of you are probably in many, many groups on social media, as I'm running 4 or 5 myself, one being very successful. What I want to tell you is, here are some signs to look out for when you're trying to follow a witch or a psychic or a medium, especially on social media, okay? Now, if you're knowledgeable and you've been doing this for some time, a lot of high priestesses don't like to show their face. A lot of witches don't like to show their face. And that's okay. That's what they're comfortable with. I, in other words, am just a free bird, a free soul. I'm very happy with who I am, who I've become. I love my identity. I love everything about me. So, therefore, I feel comfortable not hiding myself. So, for instance, say hypothetically you're intrigued by a certain witch or warlock on social media or even outside of social media. And they say to you, well, hey, I'm going to show you how to do a money spell. And I'm going to do it live on social media. They show you the opening of their sacred circle and the closing of their sacred circle. That's a universal no-no. Universal law. Now, I'm teaching you what I was taught from my ancestors. 8th generational natural born white witch, now high priestess I am. You're never supposed to show the opening and closing of your circle unless you are in your coven. It's simple. It's a no-no. So that's one sign to look out for. Another sign to look out for is if a witch or a warlock is doing spells on social media and they're live, and they say, well, hey, I could do a love or a money spell for you, but hexes and curses are fake. I'd be very cautious of these people, and I'd run for my life. Because if they can tell you that a money spell and a love spell is real, but a hex and a curse is fake, take flight. This is just some witchy tips I'm putting out there for you newbies and upcomers, because you're impressionable. You want to feel loved. You want to be accepted, because most of the world don't accept us. They think of us as evil. They think of us as cruel. And we're not evil or we're not cruel. Now, can't speak for everybody. Not everybody is a light worker. Not everybody works with just the light. I am one of those witches that work with the light and the dark. I've had somebody on social media say that I'm a fake. I know she don't believe that. And I know she'll watch this video, and this video will get back to her. But I know she knows that I'm no fake. And we'll leave it at that. She knows. But this isn't about her, is it? Okay. What's my next little witchy tip for you? If you ever see a witch or a warlock blow the candle flame out of their candle, if it was not done by accident, which it can happen by accident, run for your life. Because if you blow the flame out of a candle, you blew away the magic. Poof, be gone. If you do a candle that is done for magic, if you cannot let it burn for whatever reason, due to safety reasons, children in the house, you got to go on vacation, if you don't feel comfortable leaving it in a tub, on a plate, or on the stove in a pot, then you will snuff it out with a snuffer, or you will take your very strong, thick fingers like mine and pinch it out. Never blow the flame out. It destroys the magic of the candle, unless it was perhaps on accident. So if you come across anybody on social media, one, who shows you the opening and closing of their sacred circle, be cautious. Two, if they blow the flame out of the candle magic, you're not going to receive nothing from that magic. It's gone. And three, you must always give permission to be a part of somebody's magic. If somebody, I won't say somebody, if a witch or a warlock, voodoo, some people call themselves doctors. If this individual is going to perform a spell for you, whether free, live on social media, or through cash, however you and that person decide to do it. If they do not ask you for permission before they do your spell, be careful. It's a universal law that you must say permission in order for the candle to work for you. So what did we cover so far? Be careful when you see somebody showing you the opening and closing of their circle. That's very, very not okay. If you see them blow the flame out of their candle while they're performing a spell, be very, very cautious when it comes to that as well. If they do not ask for permission, be very cautious. If they say they could do every spell under the sun, but hexes and curses are not real, be very cautious. because you can find so many YouTube videos, so many books, and so many things through Google on hexes and curses that it's unbelievable. So for an individual, especially on social media, calling themselves a witch or warlock, telling you that there's no such thing as a hex or a curse, or if you are cursed, you can just laugh it off or pray it off, I'd run for the hills and I would never look back. But that would be me. And as I speak this for the people who are following me, the people that will eventually follow me, because there will be followers, so mote it be, and for my daughter, my grandchildren, and my loved ones, of course. Now, if you're following anybody in life or on social media, as myself, I am a medium. And I do speak to loved ones who have passed on. And I'm quite good at it. If you're following somebody that claims they have the ability to speak to past loved ones, spirit, or they may call it spirit or past loved ones, before you invest your time in following these people, or invest any type of money in having them connect with a loved one or anything like that, trick them. That's what I did. Now, being a high priestess, being a witch, being a medium, being a psychic does not mean I do not follow other psychics, other mediums, and other witches. We're supposed to. We're supposed to love one another and support one another. But we're not supposed to support people who do not tell the truth, because many people could be hurt like that. So when I say trick them, maybe I could come up with a different word. Test them. Maybe test is a better word. Test them. I had one individual, I'll say no names. This person was quite intriguing on social media. Very intriguing. Intriguing enough to have me watching this person. But then my intuitions, my psychic abilities, my powers went into overdrive and said, Lisa, there's something not right with this person. Test her. So I did. And one day during this person's live, she claimed she was talking to a past loved one. And I told her that it was my mother. My mother is alive and well, a witch herself, living 5 blocks from me. This person went on to tell me what my mother looked like before she passed away, what my mother would do in the kitchen before she passed away, and what my mother had to say to me now in heaven, along with a bunch of other stuff too. So when I found that out, I said I have to let a few people know, because they're getting hurt. Not only are they investing a lot of money in this person to talk to loved ones who have passed, but they're paying people lots of money to get a piece of paper stating that they're gifted. You don't need a piece of paper stating you're gifted. Our ancestors, my ancestors, who were burnt and hung for being witches, for their beliefs, they didn't have a piece of paper that stated they were a witch. You do not have to pay $300 or $400 to have a piece of paper from somebody to tell the world you are gifted, or you are a witch, or you are a high priestess. Your actions will speak for you, not a piece of paper. Because if that was the case, you would go on eBay and get certificates and fill them out for yourself and say, hey world, I'm a medium. Hey world, I'm a Reiki master. Hey world, I'm certified in this and this and this and this and can't do a lick. I don't want to see papers. I don't want to see documents. This is not a job. You're not coming here with a resume for me. You're not coming here to impress me with your paperwork. Your actions will impress me. The realness of your abilities will impress me. Not the piece of paper that you hold. And many of these people that claim they have all these degrees will never show you those degrees. So, as a newbie, as being impressionable, as may still be in the broom closet, before you start following people outside of social media, on social media, please just do a few researches for yourself on that person. You don't want to go get a set of braces on your teeth at my age and pay all that money out of pocket and not do your research. Of course you don't. You don't want to go, let's say hypothetically, and get a tummy tuck and do no research on the doctor. Sure you don't. So at the same time, you don't want to invest money in a person to give you a piece of paper to say that you are gifted, when you could go on social media into groups like myself, where I teach for free, or here on YouTube. If not me, there's plenty of us on here. Plenty of us good, real, loving, hearted witches, gifted women who teach for free. Teach you what you already have, just how to bring it out and not be afraid to bring it out. Be very cautious, please. The reason why I'm up here doing this is for the many people that have been hurt and the many people that will be hurt because they don't want to take heed to this video, or they don't want to take heed to the many people who have told them so. One thing a real witch does not do is lie. To say that I've never lied would be calling myself a liar. I am a human being. But real witches try very hard not to lie. So anything that I'm talking right now, you don't have to believe a word of it. You can pass it on by, shrug it off your shoulder, and be like, that lady's insane and crazy. She has no idea what she's talking about. Oh, but I do. I just came out of spell casting. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. One for myself, 4 for clients. Donations for my father's cancer GoFundMe. Not your arm and a leg. And I have several other burning. Even though the candles are expensive, the time away from my family and myself, the energy that has to be put into the magic, the cleansing ritual, the grounding, the protecting, the opening of my circle, the closing of my circle, that's not what matters to me. The money. Excuse me. It's me helping people with pure love and pure intentions, and my reputation. I don't want a reputation for being fake. I don't want a reputation for putting out false information, because that's not who I am, and I never will be. So let's talk a little bit about deities real quick before I go on to the next thing. Do you know what a deity is? If you don't, that's okay. That'll be for another YouTube, which we will work solely on deities. I was chosen by my deities, and I am a stickler when it comes to deities. I have rules that I believe in, that I was taught, and I will go to my grave with those rules. When it comes to deities, I believe that you should be chosen. You should not go out there and look for a deity. You should allow your deity to choose you. It's an honor to be chosen. Each and every deity is equal in power, equal in beauty, both male and female deities. But let them choose you, and you will know when they're calling you. Trust me, you will know. Now, being a high priestess, I have not stopped working with the two deities that chose me. They work well with me, and I work well with them. Of course, I work with Mother Universe first and foremost, but I work well with my deities. But one thing I would advise is when you get a calling from your deities, if you do choose to work with deities, but you do not have to work with deities, there is no rule of the universe saying that you must work with deities. Work with one female and one male. I will not in any way, shape, or form work with more than one female or more than one male. I don't need conflict. I don't like the drama. And you can wind up owing your deities if you do not offer correctly, and if you're working with more than one and you're not properly giving them the attention that they need. Now again, we're going to do a whole new YouTube on just deity work. And you do not have to believe me either. That is your right and your will. I still love you for who you are, despite whether you believe me or you don't. Now, excuse me. What else did I have to say before I click off? I think that's pretty much it. If I did forget anything, you can leave me a comment below. I will look at them. If I can't answer them, I will answer them on my next YouTube video. Again, excuse me. I'm so sorry. There's such a bad bug going on out here. And I got it bad. Please, 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 please be cautious out here, especially on social media. When you're in these groups and you're following people that claim to be gifted. Do some research for yourself. I have a group. It's only about 3 months old. It's successful. Every reader that I have in my group are real readers. And they all shine bright like a diamond. Nobody shines brighter than the other. We all just shine in different ways. But I make sure for a fact that everybody in my group is a real gifted person. Because I do not want anybody in my group that will be read to ever be hurt because the person is not real. And I want my group to have a good reputation. So when you're out here and you're a newbie and you're not sure if you want to come out of the broom closet, when you want to come out of the broom closet, do you feel you need a mentor? That's fine and good. You should always have a mentor, somebody you could always feel trustworthy to go to for help. But do your research on that person first before you confide in them with your information. Before you give them your ID. Before they claim they're going to do a spell for you. And again, watch what they tell you. Watch how they operate. Watch what they say. Watch what they do. And give them a little test. Give them a little test. If they pass it and you feel comfortable with it, then follow them. Join their group. Be a part of it. But before you invest lots of money into these people, who are going to read you for 15 minutes and show you how to do spells when you can learn right here on YouTube for free. Do some research on them. Give them a little test run for their money, because you do not need a piece of paper to say you're a chakra cleanser. You can clean and cleanse chakras. You're a Reiki master. You can speak to spirit. You're a master spellcaster. You're a high priestess. You're a witch. You don't need none of that. Your actions can speak louder than any piece of paper ever can. So, with that being said, if you like this video, please subscribe. Push the little bell icon so you can get notifications when I do a video, which will be quite often. And give me a thumbs up. Any questions or comments below, let me know. Maybe I could figure out how to link my page to my group page to this, being a solitary witch. All my life, this is new to me, being in the public. But I knew I had to share my gifts. It was time. I was given gifts for a reason, not to hide them or use them for myself, but to help others as well. And let others know it too. If you like what I have to say, or you like the way I teach, or you would like to learn more, let other people that are trying to learn know about me so they can come watch my videos and subscribe as well. With that being said, don't forget tomorrow night. I gotta watch my finger. I got a bad habit, and I gotta do my nails. Yuck. Tomorrow night, St. Patty's Day, is the new moon. Get ready for it, gifted people. You're going to feel a major shift in energy if you haven't already felt it yet. With that, love and light, peace and love, angels, protection, and positive everything sent your way. And merry part until we meet again. I love you all. Stay good to one another. And please take heed to my video.